With us once again here on the Hill, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican from Georgia. Thanks for being back with us, Congresswoman. You say in full transparency you didn't know that this was in there, and now you're shining a light on it. How did you not know that it was in there, and how'd you find out about it?
Well, we don't get the full bill text until very close to the time to vote for it. And so that was one section, that was 2 pages that I didn't see. And I'm being very transparent and honest about it with everyone, but I find it so problematic that I'm willing to come forward and admit that those are 2 pages that I didn't read, because I never want to see a situation where state rights are stripped away. And that's exactly what it says in that bill text, that it would take away states' rights to regulate or make laws against AI for 10 years. And I think that's pretty terrifying. We don't know what AI is going to be capable of within 1 year. We don't know what it will be capable of in 5 years, let alone 10 years. And I think we have to protect states' rights to be able to regulate and make laws that they need to make for their states.
You know, you do come forward and you say it flat out. In transparency, you didn't know. But there was this viral moment back in 2010. It was Congresswoman, Speaker Nancy Pelosi at the time. I want to play the soundbite and get your reaction on the other side.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
About Obamacare, you have to pass the bill so you can find out what's in it. And you say you basically didn't get the full text to read it in time. Do you think the White House should have told you about this?
Well, I want to be clear about this. The White House and their legislative affairs team worked very closely with Congress in writing the bill text for the One Big Beautiful Bill. This was an aligned effort, and President Trump fully endorsed the bill and asked all of us, of course, to vote for it. Me included, personally, asked me to vote for it. I have supported President Trump for years and helped him get reelected. Here's what I supported in the bill. I supported making the president's tax cuts and jobs plan permanent. If we allow that to expire, we raise taxes on 60% by 60%, and we can't allow that to happen. I also support the money that it spends for the border security, and also for energy. And I think those things are important. Do I like the spending? No, absolutely I don't. I chair the DOGE subcommittee on oversight.
Yeah, so what do you make of what Elon Musk said today? Because he said, I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. What would you say to Elon Musk?
Well, you know, I very much support Elon, and I have supported DOGE. As a matter of fact, I chair the DOGE subcommittee on oversight, and I would like to be voting on every single DOGE cut there is, along with cutting spending. We haven't had the opportunity to do that. We were supposed to vote on the first one, which is cutting $9 billion this week, and that was supposed to be sent from the White House to the House, and I haven't found out why we're not voting on that this week. I want to be voting on that. And so I think those things are important. I'd also like to point out what's important is the massive, we can't get out of $36 trillion in debt without something else. That's called economic growth. We can't just cut our way out of this because the interest is accumulating too fast, and there's just no way to cut enough spending to dig our way out. We have to grow the economy. And President Trump is doing a great job with that, bringing in so many businesses that are investing in America. The GDP is doing great. Inflation is coming down. And I would say that only 5 months of working at DOGE in the government isn't enough time to fix those problems. This is going to take years and years of all of us working together.
Inflation is dropping. GDP was down 0.2, but the White House points to what they believe will come next. But on Musk, he said, shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it. He doesn't specifically say you, but you did vote for it. Why do you think he's doing this now? And do you take issue at Musk calling out folks like yourself?
You know, I take no issue with anyone calling out the government. I think the American people, including Elon Musk, have the right to do that every single day. As a matter of fact, I wish they would come to Washington and call out this government a lot more. I'm one of the people that ran for Congress because I was angry at Republicans. I wasn't angry at Democrats. They say what they're going to do. They support big government. They support massive spending. They support the invasion of our country by illegal aliens from all over the world, including cartels, and helping the cartels make billions of dollars. I ran in 2020 because I was angry at Republicans. So I fully understand what Elon is saying, and I agree with him to a certain extent. However, I don't want to continue this government on a CR that's funding Democrat and Biden policies and funding. And this bill was important to transition over to exactly what the American people voted for.
All right, we'll leave it there. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican from Georgia, with us once again tonight here on the Hill. Thanks so much. Talk again soon.
Thank you.